and welcome to another edition of the Above the Bridge podcast. I'm your host, Thaddeus Park. If this is your first time tuning in, please like, subscribe, tell your friend, and thank you for joining us. I want to take this time to invite you to our R&B day party, Laid Back. It's going to be May 24th at the Capitol Modern Museum. It's super good, fun. It's old school R&B. We got a bunch of great DJs, good food from Whiskey Smoke, and it's on May 24th from 3 till 9 o'clock. Go check out our website, get your tickets, laybackrnb.com. Aloha. Okay, this week, my guest is somebody I've looked up to. He's been, as weird as it sounds, he's been a Kaneohe legend, and a lot of people in Kaneohe know this individual, and he's been doing amazing stuff on Instagram and getting into social media to inspire and also shed some light. One local brother doing hard work and being true to who he is, and also showing the construction industry in a different light. And I'm super stoked to have this guy on my show. And if you were to told me a long time ago this guy would be on a podcast with me, I would have been tripping. Aaron Siga, what's up, brother?
What's up, bro? Yes, sir. Let's go.
Right, this is super nuts.
I don't mean to cut you off. I know it's your show, but love you, bro.
Love you too, my brother.
That's how we do it in Kaneohe, bro. You know what I mean? Yes, sir.
But it's true. I've grew up hearing your name for good and bad, but you've established yourself as somebody who is known in Kaneohe, and bruh, you had a crazy upbringing, and when you were young, you were known for a bunch of stuff, and to see how you are now is very inspiring, and not just to me and not just to everybody who've known you in Kaneohe, but you're inspiring this younger generation. And for me, that's so important. We get kids, and I think them seeing people like you doing what you're doing, like, it's just changing the world for the better. But I don't know, man. I just to shed some light, growing up in Kaneohe, bro, you were one of the ruggedest people I've heard about and known. And I mean, how was it like growing up in Kaneohe back in the day, bro, when we were young?
Bro, Kaneohe. Well, you got Waianae, you got everybody got their town, their thing, right? But
Yeah.
Kaneohe, bro, we used to go Kailua, Wamanalo, just chill. But growing up in Kaneohe was kind of mellow. It was kind of boring. So me and my friends would hang out, would make them not mellow, not boring. And I don't know about legend. I don't. That's funny. But anyway, long story short, never have MMA, never had ultimate fighting. If had, I would have been an ultimate fighter.
Oh
But
yeah.
um, maybe people, my reputation back then, not to exaggerate, but I probably got into one fight every weekend, all the way to 18 years old, bro. Almost every weekend I got into a scrap. It's just so we would travel. My friend Ryan Souza, plugging him in, good brother
Yo,
of mine.
shout out to Ryan, bro.
Shout out to Ryan Souza, Steve Silva. But Ryan was like, he was a cool guy, bro. And growing up in Kaneohe, I was doing Taekwondo with Bob Smith. Um, Dennis Alexo used to come and train with us.
Yep.
But Bob Smith, like, bro, he would teach us how to fight, bro. This
Yep.
guy was anyway. When I went on the streets fighting, never have grappling, was just kicking and punching. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I know I'm like bore everybody with the past, but yeah, Kaneohe, growing up in Kaneohe, was pretty cool because a lot of Wamanalo guys, Kailua, we all got together, hang out, Lani Kai, you know what I mean? The beach park, the lookouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. Then Ryan, from a real quiet, mellow guy, he became one scrapper because that's all we used to do. You know what I mean? So he works Steve Odos now.
Yeah, he's
You know what I
doing
mean?
good, huh?
Steve, he worked for the movies once in a while. They get the movie set. So I happy that my brothers, they went turned positive too. Yeah. One thing I like about us Kaneohe guys, well, these, so it's SSS, Siga, Souza, Silva. Not in any particular order, but that's just how it was. And then growing up, these guys, I know in my heart, bro, they're good people. And you know, when you get friends that don't do drugs, that's solid. I know
Yeah.
right now, guarantee Ryan and Steve, they're against it. Even when like let's say if they was to date whoever, if the girl was a drug addict, but they wouldn't even have it. You know what I mean? Same as me. We don't. That's one thing I like about them. We're not chronics. I
Yeah.
mean, chronics. That's their own thing. I'm not judging them, but that's the kind of friends I had. And then, yeah, growing up in Kanye was just cool, bro. I was never one hunter. I was never one surfer. I was, you know, I was just one of the boys, one old English 80 ounce. Um,
Yo.
the 40 ounce beer.
Yo.
We would
OE.
drink and then go out, hang out, scrap. Then next day we wake up, um, would work out, train. Once you know, before all that, I was already training martial arts, so I kind of knew the system. My instructor, Bob Smith, at the time, he never liked what I was doing because
Yeah.
yeah, he never trained me for that. But I would love it, bro. Like that's what we love to do. You know, brother.
Yo.
You know. Sorry, I talked
What?
too much, bro. Yeah,
No, no, bro. This is what we here for,
yeah,
honestly. And yeah, I've grew up in the same system, and yeah, but like training with that system is just you just become something, and you become lethal, honestly. And I know through the years, like things turn around, and everything has a way of working itself out, and everything has a reason. I learned a lot from going through that martial arts system about discipline
mhm,
and um doing right from wrong, even though at times I never, but it was definitely beneficial to me, and I'm sure for you it was the same way. I know. Right, you was on Scrapper, and then they put that skill in you. Now you can kick like you know what I mean. That's dangerous, bro. And I
and
know the kind of kicks we could do. You know what I mean? It's not.
yeah,
It ain't funny.
yeah.
Well, you still can kick good, or what? You still get them.
Um, well, at my age, I'm in my 50s. I'm not gonna lie. People don't know how old I am. I'm gonna bust them out right now. Okay. Uncle Aaron is old. I'm up there in age. So if you guys like race or battle me, whatever, I don't have time for that. I'm gonna get injured. Uh, but I can still do the splits. I can
Nice.
still do the splits because of Bob Smith. Okay.
That's
Smith
remarkable.
Taekwondo, bro.
Yeah.
So a couple times when I was working Hawaiian dredging, um, or other companies, you know, when I had the stretch and flex, I would just drop into the splits. And the guy that was doing the stretch, he'd be like, drop his hands. And he was like, no sense even teaches you guys how to stretch because Aaron over there sitting in the splits like a ninja. And then all the Hawaiian dredging guys is like, bro, what's going on? So yeah, all good. But that's because of the training.
Yeah.
Nothing special. So if you like be martial arts or whatever, you gotta train, bro. You
Yeah.
cannot be imagining that you're gonna be one badass or one scrapper. If you know scrap, if you don't train, if it's in your head that you tough, oh, you might run into somebody that's really tough, bro, and you're gonna have a bad day.
Yeah. Always
Yeah.
get one, not a hammer. That could be
Get
tougher. You
hammers
know what I
out there.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah. That's why, bro. Why you think I love and treat people good? You know what I mean? I promote that. Um,
Yeah.
when I was teaching, you know, I taught places. Guys would ask me what is the best weapon and all that. So I'm gonna share with you guys right now, real fast. What is the best weapon you can have? Is it nunchucks? Is it one knife, one gun, a baseball bat, whatever, mace? Your best weapon, partner, for real, is your attitude, bro.
Yeah.
You get on good attitude, guess what? Nobody gonna like fight with you. You fighting without fighting. You in diffuse whatever bomb that could come your way. You in diffusal. When I see one situation happening, I see brothers at the bar. You know, sometimes we go hang out. guess what I do, bro? Show them love and aloha, give them respect. Anybody like, oh, she's super cool, whatever. So, and you know what? I help plenty guys too. That's kind of like my hobby. You need help with things, I will help you, whatever. And word get out, hey, brother Aaron is cool, bro. He's not, you know what I mean? So, with that said, that's how you build your reputation of having the best weapon is your attitude, bro. One good attitude, nobody gonna like fight you. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, bro? Yeah. So
Yep.
you walk around with a chip on your shoulder, scrappers, they're gonna size you up, especially guys on the streets, bro. They're gonna look, oh,
Yeah.
this guy think he tap, you know what I mean? I'm gonna try him. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
if you don't, I'm gonna, bro, so partner, I'm gonna just tell you right now, the fighters that I know, that can fight, this guy's not gonna act like they can fight.
1,000,000%.
If
Yep.
if you gotta walk hard and you gotta look hard, what? That's cool. That's your thing. That's how you like run them. But I'm gonna tell you, a lot of the fighters and scrappers I know, it's the nicest, coolest guys, bro.
Yeah.
Humble, super cool. You know what I mean? But then, I see them fight. Somebody I call lickings they give them. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
that's probably why. Dad, I'm gonna be honest. That's probably why I won my fights because guys didn't size me up. This guy's on scrub. You know what I mean? I heard he can scrap, bro. He on scrub. They see me, we go. You nothing. And I'm like, nah. And I'm like, next thing you know, they come in rushing, and then one thing leads to another. They stay on the ground
Yo.
because they already underestimate me. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but I'm not the toughest guy, bro. Maybe I got lucky. You know what I mean?
I don't
So I
know,
glad,
bro. You got lucky a lot.
but no, but so I love you for that, bro. I know you and
Yeah.
little bit younger generation. Usually the younger generation, they look up to the older ones.
For sure.
And,
For
and
sure.
you know
Yep.
what? As your older generation, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not proud of what I did, but I was always true to myself. I
Yeah.
would never go around bopping or acting, you know what I mean, bro? So yeah, anyway, enough about my past.
Yep.
We can go on and on. All the guys that I know, they know. If what is
Yep.
that saying? If you know, you know.
Yep.
But you know what? Right now, what is this? 2026, right? 100,000 billion guys tougher than me, right? So I got nothing to prove, bro. You know what I
Yep.
mean? I just got love and a law, and that's how I'm gonna win all my scraps. Just show love. You know what I mean? And yeah, hopefully
That's
everything works out.
that's definitely what you portray nowadays. How did you switch over from like kind of with the different mindset, like okay, ready for scrap every single second to versus I don't need to do that no more. I can just kind of live my life a certain way and it's not that important where I can just like you said, love and aloha.
Um, well, I kind of went the wrong way at 18. I did on vacation for a while. You can call it. I went to college, hard knock college for a while, and I ran into some hammers. The college I went to, the
Mm.
college was free. We had free jewelry, we had free food. You know what I mean? We had free security. If you know what I'm talking about, what college I
Yeah,
went to.
yeah.
Yeah. So when I went to that college, I went learn that I get plenty tough guys out there. When I went to that college, brothers would ask me, "Oh, brother, how you? Where you from?" I said, "Oh, Kaneohe." You know what they tell me? Where is that? Now it's 1992 now. Where is Kaneohe? I was like, on the winter side. I said, "Well, you don't know where Kaneohe is?" They look at each other and said, "Bro, we from the west side. We from Waianae." I was like, "Oh, are you guys from Waianae?" I was like, "Yep." I was like, I guess this college I went to had choked Waianae guy. Anyway, long story short, I was the only Kaneohe guy when I went to college in 1992, and I got to meet choke Waianae guys. And then as we all started hanging out, I got to be like, bro, these guys, these gangsters. I got to meet some heavy hitters where I was. And these guys was like coolest guys. But then I look at their rap sheet. I look at why they in college. I'm like, bro, that's heavy. You know what I mean? Then I started realizing, okay, I stay with the big boys. am I going to handle this college or am I going to turn out, you know, not good? So I had to switch. I had to go animal in order to make it with the West Side. But these guys are hardcore. And this is my brothers, good friends. And you know what? Back in my day, I had Crips and Bloods. Plenty
Yeah.
Crips and Bloods, bro, in prison. Oh, sorry, college. And then, anyway, we didn't go to the mainland a little while. And then, guess what? Crips, Bloods, Hawaiians, Samoans, Tongans, we team up. And you know, when you watch movies or you hear things about mainland, they're tough. They are tough. But man, when the Hawaii guys in group up, bro, who can beat, bro? So then I realized, whoa, bro, there's strength with unity.
Yeah.
So with that, that was my mindset. There's strength. So as I started to leave college, I started maturing already. I said, you know, I only come back to this college, bro. I gotta switch. I gotta fully change so that when I get back into the real world, I gotta make it. You know what I mean? And then when I got out, guess what? I was making what? I don't know, $12 an hour maybe. I was working doing kind of like pipe fitting or threading. One day my
Yeah.
friend called me, hey, brother Aaron, what you doing, bro? What you do for work? And I was like, oh, this and that. He told me, oh, what, you only make $37 an hour. I was like, I said, what? He go, yeah, because I look at you. You look like you in Hamma. That's the first time I heard the word Hamma. The guy was Wayne Kanye, by the way. He the
Oh
one got
shit.
me into construction. He's from Waiwole. Now he owns his own construction business. He got me in construction. So I went in and then I ran into the track homes, bro, as an apprentice. Was Davis Bacon, was in Carpenters Union.
Oh wow.
So right there, the superintendent, when approached me, he said, hey, his name was Kevin Countryman, Hammer, framer, Hammer, superintendent. He told me, Aaron, plenty of guys like your job. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know Wayne is your friend, but now you mine. You know what? I want you and your crew to give me one house a day. So it was hardware, yeah. We was doing hardware. Just do one house a day. He said, I've been laying off guys, letting them go because they cannot handle. I said, I don't care how long you take, just do it. So we working. Then he pulled me over like maybe the next day. He said, okay, I see you get on good motor on you, bro. You get action. You there's something. You go talk to the boys, you tell them I said I want one house a day. I don't care if it takes longer than 8 hours, just one house a day. Give me all the hardware on that house. So I rallied the boys. I said, guys, guess what? Kevin gonna lay us off. What? They was panicking. We was all apprentices. I said, he gonna lay us off if we cannot give him one house. He said he gonna give us whatever it takes, like one house a day. He said we can work overtime, stay late, whatever, but he want one house. But we work 2-3 hours after work. And he would stand by his truck and just watch us like that. He looking up, he looking at us at the building. And we slam him out in about a week. We were slamming him. And guess what? He come up to me again. He said, bro, I cannot use you anymore. I was like, what? He said, start working out. I said, why, what? I said, he goes, I'm going to put you on shear wall. I'm wasting my time with you on hardware. There's more to you. I see this. You rally the guys. You're a leader. I'll put you on shear wall. Shear wall, you put in screws and plywood in metal framing all day. You know what I mean? So I work shear wall, jamming, bro. This guy Kelly was the foreman. Jesse
And
and Kelly.
you learning how to do this
I
stuff on the
learning. I
fly. You
brand
never
new.
did them before.
Never ever did them before, brother.
Oh
So
shit.
I work in shear wall. One day, bro, I snapping because the screws going inside the wall I was burning them because I was screwing too fast. You screw from wood into metal, you're gonna burn the tip. And I was snapping because I was punching the wall, losing them. Kevin was watching me. He came up to me and go, what's going on, bro? I said, this effing wall. Frick. I was losing them. He go, calm down. Let me show you. He started showing me a little bit how to feather the trigger. He said, bro, you can do it. Just focus. I know you can do it. Don't get crazy. I know you're an animal. You can do it. Anyway, long story short, I ended up doing shear wall with jamming, bro. We started jamming. Guess what happened? He pulled me over again. Bruh, I don't know what to tell you. He's thinking what I did now. He goes, I'm gonna put you with the stackers. I said, hi. He goes, you know, the stackers is the elite in track homes. Okay.
Okay.
These guys, look up there. These guys is framing roofs, bro. You can frame one roof, you can frame anything. Because you got to walk up there, balance, and you got to know all your pitches and all that. But I'm not going to put you on the second story. I'm going to put you on the first. You're going to work with Elijah Kane. Wayne Kane's brother, bro. They was all in the mix. I worked with Elijah because I was shaking, walking on the plate, panicking. Elijah was, oh, calm down, calm down. He was watching me, teaching me. I started learning, started picking them up. Next, you know, long story short, we started going to different jobs. I met Jason Gabriel, Hudson. These was like journeyman, bro. Anyway, so we in turn union, carpenters union. From Davis Bacon, when grandfather union. The union would take over, we would switch into union. So I would turn into a 60% apprentice off the top because I already was with them, yeah. So
Yeah.
in turn union, I go union, 60%, work my way up journeyman. As soon as I made journeyman, I enter the 2009 is when I made journeyman. Long story short, me and Ryan Silva, we entered a journeyman competition, fresh journeyman, bro. And I was on stacker.
Okay, let's take this break from talking to Aaron Siga and shout out our sponsor, Defend Hawaii. They've been my sponsor from the very beginning, and I appreciate them. Go to their store at Winter Mall called No One, and also go to their website. They have some new clothing that just dropped at defendhawaii.com. Use promo code ATB upon checkout. You'll get 15% off your first purchase. Defendhawaii.com. Aloha.
Was a metal framing competition. Because I show up late, the judges talking. Oh, where I'm park? Over there. I said, move the cone. I drive, they move the cone for me. I go park. I get out, cause, oh, where my station? Where I gonna work? Where we gonna jam? Oh, over there. That's your station over there. Was in the, you know, the Blaisdell Arena. The competition was in the parking lot. They don't have this competition anymore, but it was in the parking lot. So what happened was, bro, okay, because I get the snitch, I start cutting the bundles there because the thing strapped up there. I cut the bundles, I bring it everything to my area. Because everybody looking at me, all the competitors, the judge still talking. I just loading material. I'm there to battle, cause you know what I mean? The framing competition. So, right, everybody just the judge, the guy, he'll just, oh, okay. Then he called me, he said, okay, hold on, don't start yet. Here's the rules, here's the plans. He gave us plans. So it was on 8 feet by 8 feet house. Okay. 8 feet by 8 feet, 8 feet tall. Okay. And then had 4 hips and fascia. Everything was metal except the plywood floor. We had to cut our own metal joists. We had to cut the rimmers. We had to frame the walls. But before we frame the walls, what I did is I lay out the ground and I draw out the trusses. So me and my partner, we go frame the trusses on the ground, put them on the side, frame the walls, stand up the walls, bro, just smashing. Like how we do, you know what I mean?
At work, yeah.
Yeah, so we got up the first wall. This one competition now. We got up the first wall. I look at Ryan. I go, oh, cause look, everybody, guess what they was doing, bro?
Snipping the bundles.
No, they was still joisting. We finished sheet the floor. We finished frame the trusses. We put them on the side. We stand the first wall. I told them, bro, we take a break. We took a snack, juice break in one competition. Everybody's laughing. Anyway, long story short, we end up winning the Steelman competition in the Blaisdell Center. We frame out the trusses, put on the fascia in I think it was 2 hours. So one window, one door, metal framing, and the trusses was metal, the fascia was metal. I think it was 2 hours or 3 hours. Anyway, yeah, we won. So I was like, okay, framing competition done. What's next? I go back work. The guys tell me, all my journeyman, Jason Gabriel, he go, what happened at the competition? Did you win? I go, yeah. He goes, you better win. And that's it. You know, you tell me congratulations, cuz. So that's the kind of animals I was working with. You know what I mean? He was a framing foreman. He was like, so Jason and Hudson was, you know, anyway. So from there, boom, started learning. And you don't get layoffs, yeah? So when we get laid off, because no more work, I go work side jobs. You know what I mean? So just working, and next thing you know, I was just running into different companies. Um, got slow. I went to another company. Got slow. Went to another company. Me, I don't stick around. That's why I never
Yeah.
became superintendent or boss. I was just I see slow. I pick up the phone. I jump. I just jumping. That's how I learned planning. Some guys they get the layoff and they cruise them. They stay home. They cruise them. They go back to the same company. Lay off. They cruise and go back to the same. And that's how you become boss because you
Yeah.
stuck with the same company for a long time. Me, I don't stay. I jump. And that's how I learned how to do track homes, custom homes, commercial building, high rise. I got to meet plenty good guys and I learned, bro. And then next, I started doing side jobs. So now, up to date today, my videos. I always remember when I was one apprentice, I had a struggle, bro. I was watching and learning on my own. The journeymans they never teach. So
Oh,
now when I'm framing and I see something that is worth teaching, I pass my phone. I say, bro, video this. I will show everybody how to do it. So if you go back, if you watch my videos, I start off by saying, I will show you guys how to do this, right?
yeah.
Simple. And I just talk and I show them and then I explain. So now my videos kind of be like, I went ready and showed whatever. But can I clear this up real fast,
Yep.
brother?
Yep. For sure.
Um, Tad, I like let all you construction guys know if you're watching and listening. Even if you're not construction, I am not the best. I don't claim to be the best. I don't claim to be awesome. I just sharing the love of construction that I love. And I like teach because nobody would take the time to really, really teach me. I had to learn through the struggle. So now when I show my videos, I kind of like, when magicians, where they show magic. I'm the
Yeah.
guy, the spoiler. I will teach everybody how the magic work. That's me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's me in construction. I'm the spoiler. I'm going to tell you guys how I do them easy. I'm not saying I'm the fastest, but to me, whatever I'm showing is teachable and easy. You know what I mean? So I'm glad I got to let people know that that's where I'm coming from. I don't claim to be the best, bro. I'm not. You know what I mean, brother? So that's my construction. That's why I video. And I try to video because a lot of people that I see, they get plenty of problems, yeah, in
Yeah.
construction. They're old ladies. They get relationship problems. They lose loved ones. They go to depression, bro. But they still gotta come work, and the boss yelling at them.
Yeah.
So with that said, I don't like be that boss. I don't like be that guy that going make you want to kill yourself.
Yeah.
Because that's the raw truth of construction, bro. All you bosses out there that's yelling and swearing at your guys, you don't know that your workers like go home and kill themselves. That's the truth. So next time you guys yell and swear at somebody, hurry the F up, you and scrub, you might not see the guy again
Yeah.
because he tired already. He like give up. So I just like encourage everybody, no give up, man. You know what I mean? Because it's on rough. I call it on sport, yeah. I call construction on sport because you gotta train. You gotta like get side jobs, you gotta learn, you gotta be fit. Don't get me wrong, you
Guaranteed.
guys don't know if you train, they're hammers. Buggers drink all day, come work. You know what I mean? I've done it, you know. I've done it not training, but I went out with the boys after work, drink all night, party, and guess what? Go to work in the same clothes, not even shower, without even sleeping. You know what I mean? So that's the life of a construction guy, man.
That's
Sorry, bro.
crazy.
I
No,
know
bro.
it's kind of off.
It was cool to hear your journey, and I kind of, while you were telling it, it reminded me of how I was, and probably how you was going through a martial arts system, especially the one we went through. You gotta be one sponge and learn and get better, and then you move up. It's like on belt system, like, oh, once you reach this level, time to get to the next level. But
Right.
it's that mindset which pretty much through martial arts you carried into what you're doing now. It's super apparent. Like the way you would take something is like, oh, this is what I gotta do. I'm gonna be the best at this, and then you move to the next level. I'm gonna be the best at that. that's something that was ingrained in you at an early age,
Mm-hmm.
even
Right.
if you never knew it, you know what I mean? But it's something that you had in here and you used it as you got an adult and applied it to construction. And the way you're bringing it to the forefront and so people can kind of, it resonates with a lot of local brothers because your delivery, it's like on real local brother doing real work. You're doing real work and you breaking it down in a real way that people can understand, and it's fun to watch. Like I don't even do construction. I watch them, and I think the authenticity of who you are as a person is why it's working. It resonates with all the people watching your stuff because you're raw, you're real, but you showing something so intricate. Like I was watching you cut freaking stuffs and line them up. For one, I gotta appreciate something. You get good math, bruh. You can do math quick. Like it's skills, bruh. And I think
Thank you, bro.
yeah, the
I
delivery that
learned from
you
people.
have.
Yeah, that I did learn from a lot of. And then I just sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but
No, no.
that's not all me. Yeah, I learned from guys that I'm not. You remember I said people don't teach. People did teach me some stuff that I'm gonna remember, and I just made on my own, and I kind of found shortcuts. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, bro. Go.
No, but how did you even start? Oh, I'm gonna try start filming myself, and I know that that was your idea, but then is when did it catch on to for you to be like, oh, bruh, I can do this a lot, and it's starting to grow. Like, when did you get excited about that?
I got excited when the comments. Guys is like, oh, right on, bro. I never, hey, you know what? That's so good on. They start like, and you got your haters too, yeah.
Oh yeah,
So with
always
the
get that.
haters and the likers, my Instagram started growing. And plenty of guys tell me, bro, I read all your comments, and you get some haters out there, and they're like trying to critique me, and they're trying to like tell me, oh, why are you doing like this? Why are you doing like that? There's a, that's the junk. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, bro, go get your own Instagram. Go get your own social media. Go teach. You like teach on my social media. How dare you? But I don't say that in the comments. I just let them fly. So all the haters, thank you because you made me famous. Okay, you all you haters out there that talk smack about me, thank you because that's the reason people are looking at that like, wow, this guy's hating on Aaron. Who else is hating? And guess what? The thing is just the algorithm is just flowing, bro. And
Yeah.
and the haters don't realize the more they hating, the more they talking bad, and the more people talk, other people watching. And like you said, get plenty of guys out there that really don't know construction. And
Yeah.
innocently, they're learning. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Plenty of guys out there is like that I meet, like you said, you're not even in construction and you appreciate. So what made me started videoing is I started getting more likes, I started getting more views. And you know what? You get plenty of guys that get paid for that. And people like they get one thrill, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's interesting. You're happy that people are watching, yeah. But I'm not doing it for that, for the views or the likes. I just love what I do, and people can see the love. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Guys come up to me, but even today, the delivery truck guys when recognize me, the guys that was doing the glazing, the windows, everybody's like, brother Aaron. I said, oh yeah, hey, how's it? I know already. They see the video, bro. Everybody shake my hand, bro. We love your videos, bro. We love the content. Whatever you're doing is awesome, bro. Keep teaching, keep encouraging. And you know what? For hear them say that that's why I do it. I try to encourage. Yeah, I try to teach, but I try to encourage, bro, because this is when discouraging world.
Yeah.
This world will break you down, tear you up, bro. The bills no stop. You gotta invest in yourself. You gotta invest. You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta be encouraged enough to like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna own it. You know what I mean? I get this one apprentice that I'm working with. He's oh, I don't know if I can do this, Aaron. You know what I mean? I said, bro, The boss giving you this responsibility. Own it. Handle it. Go home and figure out how you're going to do it. Just figure it out and come back the next day and just own it. You got to like, you just, I'm not like saying man up because there's plenty of girls out there, sisters, tougher than that,
Oh
tougher than
yeah.
guys. I know. So you cannot, so the word man up, squash. Sisters all day is hammers too, bro. Okay. So if you think you tough, go give birth. Go give birth, bro. Okay, go give birth to a child. Okay, have God put one child in your womb and make you give birth. I like to see how tough you are, guys. All you
Yo.
brothers are there. The women more tougher than us, so I cannot
Yo.
never use the word man up because yeah, sorry, but I just yeah. So brother Tad, I'm sorry if I cut you off. I mean, when I
No,
get
bro, this is
excited, it's
good,
just
bro.
no
Yep.
disrespect, yeah. This
Nope. This is
you
what
know
I
that
want, bro. Yep,
yeah,
for
right
sure.
on, partner. Yeah,
This is
right on.
awesome. Yep. And I feel like you're inspiring people. I think because the way your delivery is, like, just local people alone can appreciate it. And you know what I mean? It's like you watch, like, say mainland construction companies, when guy tell you how to do this, it's so fabricated. It's like the guy gotta have the right angle. It's like you, it's like, give me the camera, like shine them, like start jamming, and it resonates because it's real, and that's kind of that's your niche. That's why it's kind of successful. Okay, let's take a short moment to shout out our sponsor, iRep Detail Supply. They're your one-stop shop superstore for everything you need to detail your vehicle. They have a store in Temple Valley Shopping Center, one in Las Vegas, and the newest one in Waipio. But if you go on their website, irepdetailsupply.com, and use promo code ATBpod upon checkout, you'll get 15% off your purchase. But I would suggest going into the store, talk to the workers that are there. They're very knowledgeable of their products and how to use them. If you have any questions or anything you need to ask about detailing whatever vehicle you have, I would just go down to the store. iRep Detail Supply. Aloha. I do understand the hate, bro. Like, I get it. And at first, like, I like respond and engage. Like, being where you came from long time ago to where you are, how was it hard for you not to engage, or it's like you're
Oh,
so
bro,
past that?
no, no. When I first started getting the hating comments, I was like, I wanted to comment, bro. Where you at? Meet me right now. Meet me right now. Where you at? Let's talk. I want to see you in person.
Yo.
That was my first response. But then I was like, wait a minute, bro. Then you know what I would do, brother? I would I would check their posts and I would see what they got. And I'm like, how is this? No disrespect to fishermen now. No disrespect. Fishing is cool. But how is this guy who is a fisherman trying to tell me how to frame? So I kind of was like, yeah, maybe he get framing background. I don't know. But I went check his Instagram. I'm like, this guy not even on frame. Why you trying to tell me how to frame? So I kind of laughed inside. Then I see one
Yeah.
other comment. What is this? This and that. I go check his post. He get like I don't know, flowers or like paintings. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah.
Some people show whatever, and I'm like, there's nothing in your videos about construction. So I started realizing these people just trying to irk me, bro. You know what I mean?
Yo.
They're just trying to irk me, bro. They're just trying to get me to say something stupid.
Yo.
So I look immature and I look unprofessional. First of all, don't ever be immature, bro.
Yo.
You guys cannot control your life, but you can control how you act. Remember that.
Yo.
You can control how you act. Your emotions sometimes may be out of control, but your actions you can control, bro. Unless you snap, somebody mess with your kids or something that you just snap, then you're out of control. But other than that, you can control the way you act.
Yo.
You cannot control your life. The way you act can kind of guide you on how your life can be, bro. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, partner?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. You
So
ever you ever take a step back and look how far you come with that kind of attitude now, where it's like, oh, bro, I made a huge change in my life, and this is the good that's coming from it. Cause guaranteed, the old Siga back in the day, when guy made on bad comment, he'd be sleeping within 10 minutes. You'd find where he lived. You know the kind. It's like,
Yeah, I would have
for,
been at his door,
yo,
kicking the door down already.
yo,
Bro, one time a guy went act down, me talk on that, okay, off the record. I'm not gonna say names, but this is when I was in high school. Cause the guy went talk nuts, bro. I never even tell my friends, bro. I never even tell Ryan. I never tell Steve. I never tell nobody. I go to the guy's house, knock on the door. Oh, the guy still home. Oh yeah, hold on, I'll go get him. The father, the dad, turn around, walk into the guy's room. Guess where I am? Behind the father, walking in the hallway. Like the father don't even no idea. The father, hey, somebody had to see you. The guy look at me, he panicked, I punch him right in front. Bro, and guess what? The father and grandma slammed me on the ground, started punching me, grabbed me and everything. Cause I look at him and said, Uncle, this is not you, not Freddy. He didn't stop. He said, bah, get out of my house. He was a tough guy. You know what I mean? But I never throw back because I never come for it. But guess what happened? That guy is on the ground in his room. On the ground in his room from one shot. You know what I mean? Maybe I see what's going down. I hit him one out and then the father and grabbed me already. But that's how I used to lose him back there. I
yeah.
don't need call the boys. I don't need call backup. I went to the guy's house, followed the father in his house, punched the guy as soon as he went open the door. So with that said, I'm not encouraging you guys to do that. Don't do that. That's bad. That's bad Aaron. Bad Aaron. But yeah, when I get that kind of comments, I get a lot of that. I don't even think like that anymore, partner.
Yeah.
I don't even think about violence anymore. That's not even my I could if I had to, but that's the last thing on my mind, bro. And you know what, bro? Even in construction, when somebody get aggressive, you gotta remember the guy having one bad day.
Yeah.
Don't take them personal. It could be something. Just continue working. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Right, that's a super awesome story because not many people can change like that. You know what I mean? And
Mm.
from one side to the other, and it's remarkable that I mean you the guy, you have a lot of respect through the years, and you leading by example. I watched some of your videos and you kind of touched on it for a little bit about the industry you're in has a lot of mental health problems. And I
Right.
watched one of your videos and you're with a younger kid and talking about it. And for one, I always like when men can be strong enough to address that because
Mm.
most times men they too proud or they too I just bury that. I can like
Yeah.
for somebody like you to come out and bring it to the attention of all your people viewing your Instagram is kind of cool to see. But your industry, like you said, has a lot of mental health issues. And how has it been trying to shed light on that and get guys to kind of be more open about their struggles and stuff like that and to get help or talk to people?
Okay. So the reason why I promote the mental health issue is because I was there one time. Um before so twice I wanted to take my life. Before my oldest daughter was born, I was going through some stress. And the stress I was going through wasn't about work, it was about my past. I did so much bad by me trying to do good. Now I was hating myself for what I used to be. And the thing was just haunting me. You know what I mean? So bro, I was to the point where, you know what, I'm a bad person. And this one time I went to the poly lookout. It was so bad. I went to the poly lookout. Um, I would leave my keys in the truck, leave my wallet in the truck. I went to the poly lookout, and then I went to the bridge. You know where you can see the cars at the bottom.
Yeah.
I smashed. I was drinking alcohol because I told myself this is my last night. I won't drink, fall asleep on the bridge, and in my sleep, I probably gonna roll over. Anyway, long story short, I was woken up from some good people, bro. They saw my ID, they saw my truck. They just like, hey, wait. So they came and grabbed me off the bridge. They knew already what's happening. And talked to me. And you know what, bro? They was crying. They didn't save my life, bro. They did. And yeah, I was ready for die, but I not the kind. I couldn't kill myself, but I just wanted to end it. There's mental health to where you don't like kill yourself, but you just don't want to live. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the avenue. That's the stage I was. So I went through that. And then in time, you know, I kind of dismissed it. And then one time, I'm like say what company I was with, but I was working on high-rise building. And the superintendent up there was one of my friends. Um, and he saw something was wrong with me. And I was like, bro, we was on the, I think it was what, 14th floor, maybe halfway up. And then I was looking at the ground already. I was like, bro, this is the day. Because sometimes I go through so much stress to where like, I like end it. You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah.
And then, so I went up, I was looking and I was like, bro, I'm going to do it today. I'm going to jump off. Bro, that's sad to say, but I was serious. My friend saw something was wrong, but he didn't talk to me. And he brought here like, hey, oh, you never know. Then I just was like, he saw me kind of break down, bro. And he put me on a side. Next, I go to the office, talk to the safety guy. Anyway, the guy know who he is. I went and talked to him. He's from the Windward side. Uh, if he watching this video, he know me. And then he was like tripping out. Anyway, long story short, he went tell me get some help. You know what I mean? So companies today, they provide that mental health.
Yeah.
And guess what? I took his advice. I went go do therapy. Yeah. And you can call it a psychologist, psychiatrist, whatever, but they call it therapy. So I got to talk to someone. I went to like maybe 4 or 5 visits, and that person would help me to like switch my thinking, bro. And I started like, wow, I don't feel depressed anymore. And that's when I started doing my videos and I started focusing on trying to help people, that took my focus off of me, my negative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because she told me, why don't you try switching your whatever you're thinking into something, find something you love. And I was like, what do I love? What do I love? I don't love to surf. I don't love fishing. I don't like I don't like a lot of stuff Hawaii guys like. We get plenty of things in Hawaii. Guys foil boarding, they go do jet skiing. I don't love none of that. Then I realized, bro, I love framing. I love construction, bro. That's my thing. And then so one day I did one video and I was like, man, I felt good to like the next thing you know, I started saying like, oh, when you go to a job site, do this, do that, no do this, no do that. I started talking and then I started seeing the views coming up. And I showed some clips of what I was doing and just, I'm not showing off. I just showing the love. And that, my friend, would help me to offset my mental health.
Whoa.
Me doing videos, encouraging and teaching and helping people would offset hating myself. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
I was hating myself for all the bad that I did. Bro.
Yeah.
Like the beginning of it, I was on terror when I was young, and I did a lot of bad. So my self-esteem, you can be the toughest guy, but if you really think about the damage you did, but you're going to hate yourself. So now with the construction, I found out what I love. It's not surfing. You know what I mean? It's not traveling. It's not Vegas. It's construction. So I started focusing on that. And then I started making these videos. And then next was, I don't know, the thing went viral. I had a couple of videos went in the millions, bro. I think I get 4 videos that's in the millions. Now, if you go on Instagram and you see videos in the millions, guess what? It's usually a beautiful girl showing her body or doing something beautiful, and guys just watching, and
Yo.
she's in the millions. Or on sports, good looking girl. So bottom line is this: if you beautiful, you can get millions of views. Uncle Aaron is ugly as hell, right? Just straight raw local boy ugly. I so ugly, I make an onion cry. You know what I mean? With stupid jokes. But when my videos went in the millions, I was like, what the heck? If you go back on my Instagram, partner, I get 4, I think it's in the millions. And it's just me showing what I love to do. So that went take off. And then I started so now I started just making videos. And then, bro, I feel so good that I take in whatever I get and just share. This is how you do it. I'm going to show you guys how to do this. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. This is what you guys got to do. This is how you act. This is construction. And guys watching, bro.
Yep.
Guys is watching. And and everywhere I go, people approach me and just tell me, bro, okay, long story short. All my stories long. Anyway, short story. I was at the Carpenters Union. I was teaching on Saturday. I would go to the restroom. And when you go restroom, you got to pass the finishers. To pass the finishers, finish carpentry. I use the restroom, came out, talk story. And then one of the female apprentices, female girl, came up to me. She like, you Aaron? I was like, yeah. Uncle Aaron. I was like, yeah. She came up to me. She was like, you have no idea, but your videos really, really helps me and touches me. And I know you, and I thank you for teaching and encouraging me. You have no idea how much it inspires. Oh, I look at her, I go hug her. I was like, thank you, sister. You know what I mean? That thanks to, and you know what? She's only one of the many that told me that. But she was the most recent that almost
Yeah.
cried talking to me. So that motivated me, like, wow, bro, like people actually, you know what I'm saying?
Making one difference.
Yes. I had one person literally cry when they met me. Like, you have no idea, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know how people, I'm not nobody special, but you get people out there struggling and they can relate.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And when all these apprentices and all these people, I was on the freeway, I stick my hand out the window, right, trying to merge on each one. I stick my hand, look out, thank you. Oh, brother saw me, pull over, pop his horn. I was like, oh, and rode him. He said, brother Aaron, Uncle Aaron, bro. And he was like, a lot of places I go, you guys doing that. And it's because they know I'm not the best carpenter, but they know I'm a good uncle, a good brother that I try
Yep.
to help. And that's why people showing me the aloha back. So if you see me, guys, say what's up, bro. Because, bro, I love all you guys. You guys know how to be construction. I like you
Yeah.
guys make it because Hawaii is expensive, bro.
Oh, bro.
And the biggest stress is what, partner? Bills, right?
Yep.
Surviving, bro. You know what I mean? Like, the guy is struggling, bro. So,
Yeah. Bro,
talking
that's
Danny
nuts.
again.
Nah, no worries. First off, I never knew that was gonna be your story, bro. And um respect for sharing it, bro. Like that's not something I wasn't expecting that, to be honest, that story, but um it seems like God had a hand in that. God had those people stop you from going all the way or taking it to the worst level. That's God having a purpose to direct you in some kind of way. And that's super apparent from what I hear what you said. That's God help, like, bro, it's not your time. I get plans for you. And how it was to humble yourself and understand like, oh, bro, I need help. I need to talk.
Mm.
How how important was those conversations like with your therapist or
Therapist.
psychiatrist or whatever? Yeah. How important those conversations were to make changes in your life, and how often is it that most local brothers or people we know or just men in general don't lower their pride and let down their guns and put down their arms and just be like, bruh, I gotta tell somebody how I feeling, and I
Right,
gotta let some. I don't need to be macho. I don't need to be on Hammer. I can let myself be vulnerable and say, fuck, bruh, I'm hurting.
right.
Like for you to do that, that's a good example of how it could work. So how hard is it to get people to think that same way now, or
Mm.
because you're an example, it could be coming easy. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Okay, I want to take this moment to let you know about my sponsor, Medicinal Mushrooms Hawaii. They're a locally based medicinal mushroom company. They're in Hawaii. They have five different mushrooms right now. It's extracted mushrooms. We have lion's mane, chaga, red reishi, turkey tail, and the last one they just came out with is the cordyceps. And if you don't know the medicinal properties of these mushrooms, go to their website, medmushroomhigh.com, and it'll explain to you all the medicinal properties of each and every one of these mushrooms. I take all five religiously. I'll take the lion's mane, chaga, turkey tail in the morning with my coffee. I'll take the cordyceps for pre-workout, and the red reishi I'll take at night to help me sleep. But go give them a look, medmushroomhigh.com. And if you use promo code ATBpod upon checkout, all capital letters, you'll get 45% off your first tincture of extracted mushrooms. Med Mushroom High. Aloha.
Um, it works, bro. Um, to tell you the truth, Hammer built is not construction. Get that out of your brain already. Everybody, get Hammer built is not a construction company. Yeah, I'm not talking about construction guys. Hammer built. Hammer built is individuals that been through the grind. Like I said, when I first introduced them, single moms, single dads, they get the kids they're raising, they're stressing, nobody there helping them. Um, Guys that men and women, parents, gotta be single parents that are just barely making it and they got a family to support. Um, um, Regular people that's working, just trying to do the right thing. To me, that's one Hammer. And to keep going and being surviving, taking care of yourself and people you love, that's a Hammer built. You built yourself up as one Hammer. So what I'm getting at, you like be one Hammer and you get mental health, go seek help. The Hammers, to be one Hammer, you gotta know your limits.
Yeah.
You gotta know that, bro, you're not invincible. Hammers in their rooms, in their cars, cry, bro, because they don't know what else to do. They get so much emotion, and after they cry, they're like, you know what? I gotta get my act together. I gotta bring it in because I get my kids counting on me. I get my wife. I get my husband. I get people depending on me to 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 be there for them. That's one Hammer. And if you have mental health, go seek help. I mean, they have medication for it, right? Antidepressants. They may recommend that. I never take any antidepressant. I never did any medication. My therapist will help me to find on balance with what I love instead of what I hate. And I was hating myself. So I'm not saying I love myself now, but I love what I do. And if you don't love what you do, then don't do it. You know what I mean? If you in an industry or you in a company that you don't love what you do and you just getting stepped on, mistreated, and it's not working out, even if it's a lot of money, it's not worth your stress. Go get
Yeah.
another job. Go get something that you love. But I know it's hard. You cannot just pick and choose what you love to do because it's not always available. But keep trying. Keep moving around. You know what I mean? Keep moving. Because get something out there that can help you. And may not be one job that will make you happy. Could be, like you said, God. Maybe, maybe you might need some advice. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the best person to get advice from. Before I get into this, you know your vehicle, your truck, or your car. You get something wrong. Where you look? You go
Under
check
the
the
hood.
manual. Yeah, you
Yeah.
go look at the manual on
Yeah. Yeah.
how what's wrong with the vehicle. The manual is from what? From the manufacturer of that vehicle, right? So who is our manufacturer? Who is our manual? Make sense?
Yeah.
So when you pray to God, you're talking to him,
Yeah.
right? Now you like have a communication. If you're gonna have a best friend, you gotta have a communication. You can't just talk to your friend. You gotta listen to your friend, right?
Yeah.
Now God not gonna come out of the sky like how you talk to Jesus when he was baptized. He's not gonna do that to you today. You know how he talked to you, bro? Get this book that's been protected through many
Yep.
years, through prophets, through Holy Spirit, that is on manual. So people may not believe it, but I believe it. I believe the Bible is the manual to our life on how we can fix our vehicle. Um, that
That's
may
the
be
bruh, that's the best way to describe what bruh. I never that's a good analogy.
illustration.
Yo,
Illustration.
I never thought of that. The Bible is from the manufacturer to
Yes,
fix bruh, that's a good
your
one.
vehicle.
Bruh, that's some smart shit right there.
Ford, Ford, Chevy has their manual to fix
Yep.
Ford and Chevy. We
Yeah.
are humans. Who made humans?
God. Yep.
Exactly, Father.
And he
Now
gave
you
us the
got it.
manual.
Go look at your
Ah.
manual. And you know what? How you gonna have a best friend if you don't communicate? You gonna
Yep.
talk prayer. You gotta listen to his word. And bro,
Bruh.
honestly, don't just read the Bible. When you read something, stop and meditate on it. And after you meditate on it, put it in your heart, and you know what? Go out and apply it. And see that direction or that instruction from the see it work. So long story short, I know my stories is long, but long story short, you know Aaron Siga. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. People don't know, but I'm a spiritual man, bro. You look at my videos, you see swearing.
Nope.
Yeah, I swear in real life. Once in a while when I'm upset or it may slip. I'm not perfect. Okay. Um, I read my Bible, bro. I say my prayers. I talk to God. Okay. He talked to me back. I read, and guys, call it church. You get whatever you go. You gotta like meditate on your Bible, bro, and have your whatever it is you do. Everybody has their own religion. Okay, but see, whenever you look at one scripture, see what it's telling you, bro. Right? I know. Trust me. I know I'm pastor. I know. You know what I mean. I'm not that guy. It helps me. So with finding what you love to do, for me, construction, right? And then the Bible, bro. So my personality, the way I treat and love people. Aaron Siga is a good guy, but our creator helped me to be a good guy, bro, through his word. And Luke chapter 6, verse 27 was the hardest scripture for me. And that's my favorite scripture. Love your enemies. Do good to those that despise or use you or ridicule, whatever. Love your enemies. Luke chapter 6, verse 20. I know that by heart. And you know what? Hard to love your enemies, bro.
Yeah.
So guess what? Before I even have an enemy, I loving you already. Well, check out my last few videos. Guess what I said? Bro, love you guys, bro.
Yeah.
Love you guys. And then cut, right?
Yeah.
I love everybody, bro. Because God loves me and he loves you, bro. Okay, so don't give up, bro. You feel like pulling that trigger on ending your life. You got to remember now, people out there love you. You know what I mean? They do. And don't be selfish. That creator that gave you and your manual, you're going to take that away from him, right? And not only he gave you your life, but he gave you his best, right? His son. That's the truth, bro. So I'm not trying to get into our religion right now because there are plenty of guys that's not religious. And I respect that. And this is not a religious show. So
no, but I'm definitely on board with all that. And it worked. You are guaranteed one living testament that it works. You know what I mean? Like God works, bruh. And like you said, you gotta listen and you gotta, and he talks to you in all kind of ways and through
bro, I
other
can say something real fast. Fast guy.
Yeah.
So when I go to church this weekend, church meeting, whatever we call it, the guy that gave the talk was about hearing or listening. You said it. You gotta listen.
Yeah.
When you tell your kids to do something and they don't do it, they heard you. Then you tell them, bro, you're not listening to me. Okay, sorry, I just want to tell
no,
you.
that's the same
I like
thing.
what you said, bro. Just to remind me, you gotta listen, bro. Not just hear. Okay, go ahead, Pana. Sorry. Go ahead,
that's exactly what I was trying to say. And I think, bro, you hit the nail on the head. And your example is remarkable. And I think just you talking about that, like, is a trip. It's a trip to understand where you come from and to where you are now. And that's gonna be the inspiration. That's the reason why God is using you to shed light and to have this platform and to be able to communicate to people that may change. You change one life and they live in and they found God and they grinding another day because of a video you made. Bro, you win. You winning in life, and your level of who you were and what you despise of how you were back then, that goes away, and it'll go away. It's just, that's real, bro. That's real shit, and that's real love. That's God's real love. And bro, I'm tripping. I never thought this conversation was going in any direction that it was, bro. And that's why I love this show. It's raw. It's something that I no clue what's
You know
gonna
why you
happen.
tripping, Pana? You know why? Because you're not one guy that just own on podcast. You're not just an interviewer. We know each other. You know me, bro. It's so there's passion in our conversation. We are sitting above the bridge talking story in Kaneohe. That's why the show is called Above the Bridge, right? You get all the boys, your friends in Kaneohe. You know that bridge when raining, people don't know, but I'm going to tell them right now, when raining, when bridge is always on the news, get choked water going through. It's Kaneohe Bridge. And guess what? Brother Tad and his boys, his good brothers, they say above the bridge, talking story. And that's why Tad would name this show Above the Bridge. It's a talk story show. Only thing, guess what? We no more beers in our hands.
I know. Gotta next time.
What? Can have beers in your own podcast?
Of course, bro. Of course.
You don't tell me. I would have been drinking one. Oh, bro.
Oh, it would be like a 3-hour session.
And you know what? The alcohol I mean, we're not gonna get drunk, but that's how we're gonna start
Yeah.
flying out when we
Yeah.
talk now. Maybe next time, bro. Next time we do one,
Guarantee.
bro, I'm gonna bust up my Michelob Ultra Gold, bro. And I want to
Yup,
hear me
bro.
drink.
I
And
get a
I ain't
couple in the
against that,
fridge
yo.
right now, bro. Bro, so like you've been working plenty and what do you do for fun? Like what do you do on your free time?
Oh, that's some good one. I try to spend time with my daughters when I can.
Yeah.
When I mean, if they're available, they're so busy, yeah. They get their friends, they're getting older. Um, that's my free time whenever I can. My oldest daughter is graduating
Oh wow.
um in May 16th, next Saturday at the Blaisdell. You know what I mean? So, Uncle Aaron Siga, I get on daughter. You like, come give her on leg, come give her on leg. I like, I'm sure all over, but
Yeah.
I don't know. See, my daughters, they really know like show themselves on social media. They're not like that. So, and I'm not gonna mention their names just because they tell dad we don't want to be on social media. But that's my free time that I love. And you know what? If they're busy, um, I like to sit on a tailgate, eat poke,
Yeah.
right? Watch the sunset, or go to the beach, sit down on the one tent, or maybe not on one tent, and just have a couple beers and just watch the water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, I love that kind of stuff, bro. The simple things that don't cost money is what I
Yeah.
love. Spending time with my daughters, and honestly, the this past weekend I'm gonna walk Kailua Beach, park at Kalamas,
Yeah,
walk,
Columbus.
come back, and you know what, bro? You like therapy? That's therapy.
Yeah.
Take your shoes off, walk on the sand. The sand going ground your body, bro. To like, and when you walk in, don't listen to headphones. Don't listen to your whatever, your gangster music, your country music. Don't even listen to music. Guess what? God gave you music, and it's to your right or to your left. It's the ocean. When that water splash, you think He made that water splash for fun? He made that for us. Whatever we see and hear, He did it for us because that's for our enjoyment. He never just gave us one earth to live in. He gave us things that we're going to enjoy. You ever drive, bro? Oh, the sunset is mean. You pull over, get plenty of guys pull over watching the sunset.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's free. That's
Yeah.
free. You're not gonna pay for that. People
Yeah.
pull over and they're videoing all the way to the sun go down. You think God knew what He was doing when He did that? Made
Oh,
them beautiful.
guarantee. Yeah.
Guarantee, bro. Because He's a loving God. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He's cool. You think the sky is blue for nothing? Blue is a calming color.
Hmm.
Imagine the sky was like hot red. We'd be
Yeah.
aggravated. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
He made
yo.
them blue for calm us down. Yeah, it's the gas and all the mixture and all the chemistry. Our scientists can come up with whatever theory, but
Bugger's
everything
blue.
in nature, bro, the birds
Yeah.
chirping, all that is free, bro. You enjoy it, bro. So take all that, take the love you got, um, go help teach or inspire people. Go take on walk, listen to nature, get your headphones off. When you go gym, you use your headphones. You got an animal. Me, I
Yeah.
said the gym, I just animal. I get my headphones on, just killing. But
Yeah.
when you do your free time, take the headphones off, go listen. But you know what I hate, partner? I can share this. I'll
Yes.
tell all you local boys something right now. You know it's uncool, bro, about locals. They pull up. You sitting on your tailgate and they pull up and they pounding their
Yo.
sounds. I'm
I was
like,
just gonna
bro,
say
you
that.
guys serious? I mean, honestly, you love your music, that's fine, but that's what you love. How you know
Yo.
what I love? You being selfish right now. You
Yeah.
just trying to tell us, listen to my song. This is what I love. I'm the coolest. I'm bringing joy to you. You're not bringing joy. You're just irritating everybody.
Bruh, that just
Okay?
happened to us, H Tree Lookout last week. We was drinking beers up there and these guys didn't pull up. We was like, bruh, your music not even good. You know what I mean? And they get them blasting. They're like, bruh,
Yeah.
your speakers is bogging. You get shitty speakers. Like, come on.
Right. I know. The guys, they think they get game, man. And all you hear
Yeah.
is, you hear the treble. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
the
So
fucking
many
thing
bass
rattling, yo.
and the thing rattling, bro.
Yo.
But the thing is, bro, honestly, you like loud music. I'm gonna tell all
Not
you guys
not
with loudspeaker.
anymore.
Can no,
Yeah.
but can I share something with
Yeah,
all
yeah,
you
for
guys with
sure.
loudspeakers? You guys like loud music, yeah? You like to be louder. I want to tell you in secret. Roll up your windows and just keep them to yourself. Okay? You like bring your eardrums and you like them loud. Roll up your windows. Keep it to yourself and enjoy your loud music. That's
Blast your
fine.
own. Yeah.
Bro, not everybody love your music. For
Yeah.
you to think that we love your music, that's selfish.
Yeah.
Because Uncle Aaron gonna tell you guys with respect, don't be selfish, bro. You get people out there, who knows? What if you get one, your sister, right? Your
Yeah.
sister that you love, or your brother that you love, about to kill himself. And he's sitting on a tailgate and he's just enjoying nature. And you pull up with your music. You just rattle his cage, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't
Yeah.
be selfish, guys. You see people enjoying themselves. You see guys hanging out. When you pull up, turn your music down. Oh, bro, this thing is quiet. I'm gonna leave my music down because they're there for that reason.
Yeah.
That therapy. You just coming and you put in your own gangster. You can be gangster, but just go be gangster somewhere else, bro. Because honestly, I'm gonna tell you guys honestly right now, okay? No one's impressed. No
Yeah.
one's impressed when you pull up and you trying to be gangster. Nobody is impressed.
Yeah.
People actually looking at you like, what is wrong with this person? Right, partner? Be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
Let's tell all the guys, hey, you get sounds cool. You get a nice big truck cool. You set up cool. You come out, that's you. Be you. But sometimes look around and observe. Oh, this crowd, this not the hip hop crowd.
Yeah.
This is aunties and uncles. This is little kids hanging out. Why are they pull up with Boys in the Hood pounding? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, that, bro? I love Boys in the Hood, but there's a time and place for that, bro.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, all due respect from Uncle Aaron, bro. We stay in Hawaii. You don't know what people going through. They need that. You see them there first.
Yeah.
If you there first, nobody around, you pound yourself, go. Because guess what? If I pull up and I don't like the sound, I'm gonna leave. But
Yeah.
if I did enjoying nature, right? Me and you, by the time we're hanging out, enjoying nature, talking story above the bridge, somebody pull up and they start blasting crazy, I don't know, gothic music, right? They can love
Yeah.
all the gothic they like, but we may not be into that right now. Don't do it,
Yeah.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Well,
we got to say that, bro. I always
yeah.
wanted to, I always wanted to say that. Bro,
Somebody got to hear this.
no, but this podcast, plenty of people
Yeah.
will see them, right?
Yep, for sure.
Good. Everybody gonna know how we feel about guys
Yeah.
interrupting you with their music. We're not
Yeah.
impressed, right?
Definitely.
And especially if the
Definitely.
thing, like you said, junk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, bro? Okay. Sorry, bro.
Now
Yeah.
we've been going for a while. Future wise, where do you see you taking this platform and what are your goals for the future?
I have no goal. I have no plan. I just gonna keep, uh, you know, Instagram, TikTok. Guys tell me I can make money, which is fine. People do it. I can sign up. I get what you call those ads, or they reach out. Hey, do this. You can earn money.
Yeah.
The guys telling me how to earn money with my videos. Go on YouTube. I'm not trying to make money, bro. I'm not trying to be successful. I'm not trying to be well known. I just going to keep sharing what I see is interesting or encouraging. I will share that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't see
that's super
myself,
awesome.
yeah, I don't see myself elevating or being elevated. I don't care. I'm not trying to be the man. When somebody, hey, brother Aaron, we love your videos, but I encourage, I'm not even a carpenter, I love it. That's my payment. That right there is my payment. That is $1 million just came into my pocket. That's my
Yeah.
payment. You know what I mean, brother?
Yep.
So yeah, I see myself doing the same, just being me, for the rest of my life. Nothing special. No gotta be famous. I just it's interesting that social media gets you that attention, but I'm not doing it for the attention, bro. I'm doing it for the love of people and the love of what I do, sharing it to you. If you guys love something, share them. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
somebody might grab that and then they might be encouraged. So if you get something bad to say about somebody on their social media, you're don't do it, bro, because
Yeah.
you just look dumb. You know what I mean, brother?
Yeah.
But how long was talking? Like an hour already or more? What time
More?
now? Huh?
We was going for like 80 minutes, but whatever.
Bro, that's
What
it.
last thing I like ask you is what would you tell like these young kids coming out of high school and they like get into the business? What kind of advice would you give them like trying to get into construction?
Oh, okay. I'm glad you asked the question. Good one. But first of all, you don't know you want construction until you work construction. It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Plenty of guys tap out, they don't want to do it. But if you want construction, I want to tell you guys right now, start, go watch social media. When you see one construction site, pull up. Hey, how's it? Hey, you know what? I like work. I like pull up to the construction site. Um, if the thing says hard hat only, safety, don't go because that's when, you know what I mean? That's a corporate, you can get in trouble. But you get construction sites that just non-union. Pull up, go learn what you can, and eventually you're gonna run into somebody in the union. So I'm in a carpenters union. Yes, I will promote that. Carpenters union has been helping me pay my bills. I've always had work. So if you can, the union is for me is good because I don't gotta look for work. It's such a big union. If I get laid off or something, I just get another job in a union. There's always, and sometimes you may have to wait, but while you're waiting for the next union job, go work with uncle or auntie, whoever, side job, or do something. Go work side jobs, go work. Don't be afraid to work. Work, bro. Okay. So that's my advice. And when you do work, don't tell yourself, oh, I don't like this. I don't like roll up the guy's cord. I don't like, you know what I mean? I don't like get up, bro. We all did it. Just do it, bro. Just hammer down. Okay. No man up, no woman up. Hammer up. Hammer build yourself and just take control and just control your mind, your life, control how you react to things because that's the only thing you can control. Okay. You cannot control everybody else, but you can control yourself. And you want to work construction, you want to get in, talk to people, ask questions. Go people. I was fortunate to one guy went see me on Instagram, talked to me, brought him to the meetings, and guess what? He's a drywaller today. Not a carpenter, because a drywaller is what was available. So there is,
Nice.
yeah, and not just Uncle Aaron. Plenty of guys can help you get in. And you know what? Have a good attitude. Number one is your attitude. Yeah, have a good attitude. Be respectful. If you do get an opportunity to work, bro, show up. Don't be lazy. Don't be late, and don't make excuses. Just show up. You know what I mean? Especially if you knew guys going to watch you. You know what I mean? They're going,
Yeah.
is this guy even worth teaching? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So same way Kevin Countryman saw me when I was an apprentice, and he took me in, and he's like, hey, I got to put you more. I got to get you, because you get potential. Let people see your potential, and you're going to grow in the construction industry. You got to show that you belong. Okay. Right, bro?
Bruh, that's a good answer, bruh. That's good. For you personally, what would you want your legacy to be? How would you want to be remembered?
Um, if you guys like remember me, don't remember what I taught you. Don't remember how I all my videos. Just remember how you felt when you saw my videos. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's it.
That's it, bro.
Bruh.
Yeah, that's it. This is not what you teach, it's how you make people feel.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're gonna remember in the future. At your funeral, they're gonna remember how you made them feel. So just remember the love from Uncle Aaron.
Right on, bruh.
Solid,
That's
bro.
awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Oh,
All right, bro.
I, I
You
appreciate
asked
you,
me a
bruh.
serious question, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I want people to remember me as, bro.
That's
How I made you
awesome.
feel, you know what I mean, brother?
Bruh.
Because that's important. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, bruh. That's fucking heavy.
All good,
Like,
brother. All good, bro. Yeah.
bruh, you different. You you get with magic, bro.
Yeah.
So for your brand, where can people find your brand and how can they get some of your gear?
Okay, so Hammer built. I never go into the stores. I never make a website yet because I busy work. I'm actually on construction work. I'm a
Yeah.
carpenter. So that's my real job. I don't stand around and try to do printing and shirts for a living. It's just something that I came up with. But it's selling.
Yeah.
And people like, and I just right, you like Hammer built? You like, in about a week or so, I get on um different design coming out. So you see this shirt, orange, get Hammer built. I get Hammer built coming out with reflectors, get tribal
Oh,
inside. You can see the green, you're gonna see the orange, you're gonna see the camouflage with the reflectors, and you can see a Hammer built and get some sayings in the back. You know what I mean? I'm going to post them when it's ready. But it's because get plenty job sites that gotta require reflectors. So
yeah.
that's the route I go in. Is reflectors, camouflage with reflectors, and the orange or the green high vis. You look closely, you're gonna see the tribal. But from far, it will just look like an orange and a green shirt. But you come up, oh wow, this is tribal. So so, thank you.
Yeah.
You guys want it? If you're on Instagram, direct message me, DM. DM means direct message, and ask me. And that way, I'm going to ask you for your information. The reason why I say direct message, because I don't like asking you for your information where the public can read. It's none of their business.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
direct message me. I can tell you how we can meet up, how you can call me, and then, or I can, you know what I mean, mail it to you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that in public. You guys want Hammer built? Direct message me. And then when I ask you a question, do you have Venmo? And you just say yes. Okay. Where do you live? Or whatever. And some people, they don't respond back. So I'm not going to keep, you know what I mean? They
Yeah.
like, they don't, and couple people, when they find out they want it, and then, oh, I get it. Some people know more the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just if you know more the money, just text me. Hey, I really later on. Just be honest. Just don't leave me hanging,
Yep.
because I'm there to help give out the merchandise Hammer built to whoever wants it. But some people they say they want it, and then I don't hear from them. You know what I mean? There's a few that maybe about out of like 1,000, maybe 5 people did that to me. And if you cannot get it today because you don't have the funds, just tell me, hey, brother Aaron, maybe next time. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I got my stuff ready for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, thank you for letting me plug
Yeah.
that in. Hammer Bill, thank you for letting me be on your show, brother Tad. But I like doing podcasts where I'm gonna ask you questions.
Shoots. Well, we've been going for a while and I appreciate you taking time out to come on my show and I'm blown away how you and open up. I wasn't expecting that and um I really do hope just everything you're doing as well as what you said tonight can inspire somebody, help somebody, have somebody seek out help, just maybe change their stars if it's time and what you're doing is is remarkable, and a lot of people don't, Rob. A lot of people don't have the confidence to do what you're doing, and I think because you're out there doing it, it might inspire someone else to. And bruh, I'm all props to you. All aloha. You are what I vision aloha, and I always say this on my show is I feel like it's dying down to how it was when our parents was growing up, but get people like you and other people I'm meeting that it's that's not entirely true. It's growing, and Hawaii
Right.
gotta be the beacon of aloha. Hawaii gotta be the starting point because that's where it's cultivated. That's where it can shine the brightest. And people like you are doing it, living it, being it. And um this younger generation needs it, bruh. These kids is nuts, and they need that same work ethic that you talk about, that same aloha and the same respect. And like you said, no be lazy. These kids sometimes are entitled and want everything given to them, and um being the example, and because of how we grew up, we know the work gotta be put behind it. And some of these kids, they're learning because of your stuff, and from listening to these shows, and because of that, we are inspiring together. And thank you for coming on my show and opening up, right? I'm blown away with your story, bro. I
All
wasn't
good, bro.
expecting that. It came out of nowhere, bro. And yeah, this one makes me super stoked, and I feel like I could run Tronwa now just from hearing your story. And
Mm,
I appreciate
thank you.
it, bro. Super cool. And um, yep, we good to go, bro.
I can I
Shot.
can
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can say
Go
one
ahead.
more thing, bro.
Yep.
So, your sponsors is Defend Hawaii.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's plug them in real fast.
Oh,
Defend Hawaii.
I do at the
Can
beginning. It'll be at the
can
beginning.
I
Yep.
real fast what I see Defend Hawaii is?
Yep.
People think we gotta defend Hawaii as in, bro, let's get ready for action. No, let's defend Hawaii's reputation.
Yep.
Let's
That's
defend
exactly what it
Hawaii
is.
stigma.
Our
Okay,
culture.
we're not
Yep.
lazy. We're not dumb. We're not caveman. We're not what you call primitive. Let's defend Hawaii and let the world see, like you said, the beacon. We
Yep.
can show the love and the law. I like that. Defend Hawaii. It's not a physical thing, bro.
Yep.
Let's defend the name and defend it by showing it, living it, like you said. And you know what? It's the main thing we gotta do. Love it.
Yep.
I just want to give props to that. I like that. I like that brand. I like how he says defend Hawaii, but I don't see it as violently
Yep.
defending. I see it as let's defend Hawaii's reputation. We are good people. We so loving. We love everybody, even if you're not from Hawaii. Roger that, bro.
Yep. That's
Yes,
what's up. Yep.
that's what's
Defend our
up.
culture and show the world what Hawaii's about.
Yeah.
Right on, brother. Will shock
Yes,
us for the cameras.
yes, sir. Yeah, you do. Yeah.
We're out. Shout out to Artist Group Network. Aloha.
Aloha, cut.